Hey everyone, welcome back to Sonya's Creations. This is a lifestyle channel. The three things I like to create is a budget. I like to do junk journals, and my number one creations is, of course, quilts. That's what I'm known for. But this is like the second half of the week, and it's time to get all of the ducks in the row. All of my ducks in a row as far as this is payday week, and to get all of our money situated for the week, and to get my grocery list made out, which we were doing wonderfully well on all these aspects until the 1st of March, whenever we brought my father-in-law home and from the rehab facility and started taking care of him, and then he lived only 3 weeks till he passed away. And then we started taking care of him, was back and forth, trying to work, trying to take care of him. And of course the COVID hit really good about that time, really, was in full force about that time. So, it was chaos, but we kept to our budget. I'm not going to say we kept to it strictly, because there were times that we probably did things that was not allowed in our budget, but we did it anyway, just in the survival. We were in survival mode, just trying to get him taken care of. And then he passed away, and then we have been in survival mode again, trying to get his property cleaned and get it sold and that sort of thing. So this is actually the first week that I'm going to be able to go back real strict with my budgeting. And this is the budget I made out a couple days ago on camera, and I have tweaked it since then. I had just 2 bills here, which total $343, with an estimated amount of, not actually income, but how much we're going to be working with this week, estimated $3,000. And then I've got my cash envelopes, which is my grocery spending and gas. And then I had my sinking funds, all the little small savings accounts that we add to every payday, so that when they're needed, we have, if there's not enough money to cover what we need in one of these categories, like medical, or anyway, we've got enough money in there that it takes the hurt off. So most time there's enough money in these. And then I did my sinking fund totals, which those have not changed since the other day. And then I had my debts is my truck, and I still haven't written down the total for that. But excuse me, my sinuses are really, really bad this week. I wake up with sinus headache every morning. But anyway, I also had $60 set aside to get my grass cut. I pay a young man that I've known since the day he was born to come over here, cut my grass, and then on payday I go to the bank and I transfer that to his savings account. But I got a message from him last night saying that he would just work around the weather this week. Hurricane Sally apparently may be heading up this way. I don't know, but if not, then he'll get it cut this afternoon or tomorrow. Okay, this is the revised. After looking at how much we had left over, after paying everything, we had $1,677. I thought, you know what? I like to put money in savings, but let's, I'm going to revise this. And I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I had to go on a nice little trip last night to deliver some stuff to a lady. And hello, Jasper, Alabama. And I got to thinking about this and decided that I needed to rework this. I did not change the sinking funds. I did not change the cash envelopes. But I did change how many bills that we were going to pay this time. Technically, in my journal here where I keep up with the bills, technically the only bill that we had left, we didn't have anything left, because I used that money where I had sold my Cadillac. I used that money to go ahead and prepay some bills ahead, because I knew my husband's paycheck was going to be short this week. But I did prepay all these bills, and then with the check, this paycheck goes all the way to October 2nd, which the first, we have a storage unit, which is $35. And our life insurance is actually on Saturday, but Alpha will hit that on Friday. It will definitely hit on Friday before, when the bank opens up, our credit union opens up, they will hit us for that life insurance. They'll, because they don't hit anything on Saturday and Sunday, so they'll definitely hit us on Friday. They won't wait till Monday. From experience, I can tell you they will not wait till Monday. So I have added in the life insurance, and then the home equity line of credit that we have. It's about half of $250, but we pay $250 on that every month. And then our internet, which is $99.68, which I'm thinking about getting that internet cut off. I think we have outlived our contract on that without any penalties or anything. Get that cut off, because it is actually the worst internet you could possibly have. It's terrible, terrible. I never use it out here. If I can't use my phone to order what I need, which I can use my phone to order anything that I need as far as my supplies out here. And I do order a lot of my supplies off of Amazon and some other sites. I've got ribbon coming. Hopefully by the middle of next week, I'll have ribbon for my Santa bags coming in. And I order all of that on my phone. But I'm thinking about getting rid of that $100 a month in the internet, because we just, excuse me, my sinuses are raging this morning. We just hardly ever use that. Most time it's unplugged, because my husband is a paramedic. He has unlimited Wi-Fi on his phone, and that's how we watch TV on the weekends, is with his Wi-Fi, so with his hotspot. So I'm thinking about just calling them up and getting rid of that one altogether. But anyway, it's got to be paid. And so technically these bills, the life insurance will come out on Friday, tomorrow, and the internet will come out. It'll come out when it comes out, but I can leave this money in the bank until it comes out. So just setting aside the internet money until it's time for it to hit. The home equity line of credit is actually due around the 9th. We'll go ahead and get that one paid. I write a check for that one. I got water and power due the first part of the month, but I didn't include those because I don't know exactly how much those will be. But those bills will probably come in either the end of next week or probably the end of next week. Those two bills will be in. I will know exactly what those are, and I will cover those with the October 2nd paycheck. So now the bills come up to $805.01. And that's adding the life insurance, the home equity line of credit, and the internet. So it's now $805 where it was $343. And then our cash envelopes are always the same. They never change. And they are $710. And then our sinking funds is the same as I showed you the other day, which is $270. You add all of that up together, and you come up with a grand total of $1,785.01. Nasty little penny has just thrown a wrench in my whole budget. But anyway, the grass $60, and I'm going to set aside an extra $300 for when my truck payment is due. I've already got $300, so I've actually got a whole payment saved up. And there's 2 more paydays before the truck payment's due, so I'll be interested to see how much I can throw at that secured debt when it comes time for my first payment. Of course, it probably won't be that much every time after that, because I bought the truck, and then it was like a month and a half until the first debt, so I had like 6 weeks to save up that extra money to put on that. So, but I'll put as much as I possibly can on that each month. It might be $100 extra. It just depends on how the budget works out. It could be put down some washi to kind of make it easier to see what's going on here. And then I've got $60 for the grass, $300 for extra on the truck, which brings my total to $2145.01. Still the nasty little penny sitting right there, which actually leaves us $854.99. But I rounded it up to $855 to put into savings, and I know that if I swept the floor, I could find a penny to make that $855. So this is the new budget. This is looks a lot better and works out a lot better. It also takes, the strain off of the October 2nd check, so that we can, won't have anything. I don't think we'll have anything when we get paid October 2nd. We will have the water and the power and the Amazon Prime. Now, Amazon Prime and Netflix are the only two streaming services that we have. That's what we watch everything on, unless we watch YouTube on our phone or something like that. We do not have cable. We do not have satellite. We do not have any DirecTV. We do not have Dish Network or anything like that. We have Prime and Netflix. Then the Netflix is $15.99, and I believe our Prime is $14.03. So that's what we watch our TV on, what we watch on TV, and what we that's what I watch on my phone out here in the shop while I'm sewing, and that's the only two ways that we get TV entertainment is Prime and Netflix. Maybe someday again we'll have DirecTV, but I just don't have time to watch a lot of television, so that's sufficient. Now, if I broke my leg or something like that, I might would appreciate a bigger variety, but I don't have a lot of time. I don't have much time to sit around and do, nothing. But anyway, this is our new budget. This is how everything will go. And tomorrow I will do a stuffing. Excuse me. Let me show you how that I get my denominations, because I do get certain denominations of money for all of these categories, and let me show you how that I do that. Let me borrow a little sheet from the back here. Don't take much. Okay, I'm going to write 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. Okay, for our groceries, we take out 1 100, 2 50s, and 10 20s. For gas, we take out 7 20s and 1 10. For spending money, we take out 4 20s and 8 10s. I like all of mine in 10s, and it works out real well like that. I don't know why I like 10s. I guess to make myself feel like I have more money than I do. Medical will take 110. Clothing gets 120. Fun money gets a 20. Restaurants gets a 50. Car maintenance gets a 50. Gifts gets a 20. Home miscellaneous gets a 20. And that home miscellaneous does not mean the structure of our home. It means all encompasses everything home, whether it be family, house, whatever. That doesn't mean the actual structure of our home. It just means anything that, it's kind of a whoops category. Whoops, I forgot about that. It's kind of that kind of category. And then Christmas is a 20. Now, October 2nd, I'm going to start my Christmas 2021 sinking fund. I've decided that if I do it that way, if I start October 2nd, then I'll have from October 2nd to the 1st of October next year to have a 26 payday span to collect and I have enough sinking funds this year for Christmas. So October 2nd, I will be making up another envelope for next Christmas, and that will be getting $40 payday and every 2 weeks until the 1st of next October. And then pets will get 30, so we'll do a 20 and a 10. Then home insurance, we are fully funded in that, and until that is paid in November, we'll not start that one again. So what we do is we go down here and we add up the 10s. We need 1, 9, 10, 11 10s. We need 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 20s. We need 2, 3, 4, 5 50s and 1 100. Oh, I forgot. The truck, I need 3 100s because I set that aside in cash. So we need 4 100s. Okay? And we don't, we do it like this when we give it to the bank teller. 5s, we need 11 of them. And tens, we need 16. 20s, well, I didn't need any 5s. That's wrong. I needed 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And for 10s, we needed 11 of them. For 20s, we needed 16. For 50s, we need 5. And for 100s, we needed 4. Now, this should equal 710 and 270 is 980, and plus 300 would be 1280. And that's what I'm hoping this will equal. 11 tens is $110. 16 20s is $320. And 5 50s is $250, and 4 100s is $400. So 7, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're short. I shorted something somewhere. All right. Do this again. We know we don't need any 5s, so 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. Okay, for the groceries, we need 1 100, 2 50s, and 10 20s. For gas, we need 7 20s. There's my mistake right there, I think. 7 20s and 1 10. For spending money, we need 4 20s and 8 10s. For medical, we need 1 10. For clothing, we need 1 20. For fun money, we need a 20. For restaurants, we need a 50. For car maintenance, we need a 50. For gifts, we need 20. Home miscellaneous, we need a 50. For Christmas, we need a 20. And for pets, we need a 20 and a 10. And then the truck extra payment is $300. So we need 1, 9, 10, 11. That's $111. $110, I'm sorry. 10, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It was 26 20s and not 16. So 26 20s is divided by 5, $520. And we needed 250 in 50s, and we need 400 in, and our total was 980. It was 1280 is what we're looking to achieve here. That's 8, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 13. Okay. I just cannot figure out for some reason. Let's see, 10, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 times 20 is 520. That's what I've got. And then we have $110 in tens, 250, and 400. So we have 8, 980 plus 300 is 1280. But we've got 1380. 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 250, and then we have 400 there. 8, 7, 8, 9, 13. All right, let me go back and count my 50s. I needed 2 for groceries, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's right. For groceries, I needed 1 100, and for the extra truck payment, I needed 3 100. So that's 1 and 3. 20s, I need 10, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's right, 26. And I've got 26 20s is 520, and that's what I've got. And for 10s, I needed 1, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's $110. And that is 710 like it's supposed to be. I've added this up 2 or 3 times. That's 270. So let me do my adding here. 710, 270, and the extra truck payment is 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I doing wrong? That's definitely $12.80. It's supposed to be, that's how much, but I've got 13 here, so it's something wrong right in here. 8. I carried a 1 right there. Oh my gosh, what an idiot. 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh, what an idiot. I got it. $12.80. And that is what I will give the teller. Actually, not that little piece of paper. It's always operator malfunction in anything you do. Just about anything you do, it's operator malfunction. So, cash withdrawal is 10s, we need 11. 20s, we need 26. 50s, we need 5. And 100s, we need 4. For a total of $12.80. And that's what we will be stuffing tomorrow. And envelope stuffing is the best part. It is the most fun by any budgeter. This is the most fun. Is this total. The envelope stuffing. God, I can't think this morning. My sinuses must have a brain clogged up. Okay, I had a question about a couple of things. One person asked me to, it might have been the same person, asked me to show how I make my roast and my potato salad. If that's something you're interested in, then please leave a comment. I will do it for her, but I would like to see how much interest there is in it. And then also, my grocery list for this week, or this next 2 weeks. I've got it pretty well written out. Don't need a whole lot. After I have not went shopping through my own pantry yet, I will go shopping through my own pantry, my own refrigerator, my own freezer, and to decide what of this I don't need. I know I don't need onions. I'm not sure about spaghetti sauce. I know I definitely need dog food, and I definitely need toilet paper. And so I've also decided to make my, it's time to make laundry detergent again. And I've got my list of ingredients for that. I make the powder laundry detergent. And it's time to make that again. Don't take but a few minutes to make it. And it lasts for 6 months. And it's the cleanest clean smell. It's not perfumey. It's just clean. And so this is my list. And I will go through. I'm going to do a roast with potatoes, carrots, and onions. I'm going to take the leftover roast and make the best beef stew that you've ever eaten in your entire life. And I'm going to make chicken and dumplings, green beans, dressing, chicken and dressing, and rolls. Oh, wow, that's a lot of carbs. But maybe the green beans will cut the carbs in half a little bit. And then one night we're going to have breakfast. Then we're going to have barbecue. We're going to have country style spare ribs, barbecue with potato salad and green beans, leftover green beans from these green beans, because I do make a big pot full when I do it. Spaghetti with our hamburger bun and hot dog bun, garlic bread that the grandsons love so much. And then the beef stew from the leftover roast. And I think this will pretty much get me for the weekend, me eating. I've also got some ribeyes. I need to write those down. And what I need to make, to grill steaks. I got 4 little ribeyes in the freezer. And then this is where I go through and think, oh yeah, I need this. Oh yeah, I need that. I need potatoes, cooking oil, lunch meat for my lunches during the week. We need toilet paper, paper towels, dog food, dog treats. That's how I get them back in the house. Shampoo, we need about a half a case of cream of mushroom, because I know that we're out of cream of mushroom, and when we run out, I use about a half a case, so I don't have to buy it again for a while. We need chicken broth, we need eggs, and some cookies. And then yesterday, I made out a to-do list for yesterday. And of course, it doesn't matter if you make out a to-do list. I think God thinks that to-do lists are funny. But I did get 7 Santa bags put on the machine. I had a whole lot more of the stadium blankets to get embroidered than I thought. So one machine was monopolized by those, but both of them today will be working on Santa bags. I did not get the binding on the 2 quilts, but I will get those today. I did not finish the 2 throws, and I will try to get those finished today. But to my defense on those, the fabric store was out of the fabric that I needed to finish those. And then start and finish the full-size t-shirt quilt. I did start, but I did not finish. But I did leave about 2 o'clock yesterday, ran down to Jasper, Alabama to deliver 9 memory pillows to a lady down there. It was just not an easy way to ship those. And so I just put them in the back of the truck in some big plastic bags and took them down there to her. And the back of my truck is covered, so it's not like they were exposed to any elements. And so I took those to her, and that took the rest of the evening. When I got back, I was exhausted, so I didn't do anything else. But I am going to add some things too. I'm going to finish up my to-do list, add a couple of little things at the bottom here to get done today, and this keeps me organized. And I'm a very visual person. I like to see it with my own eyes. But this weekend I will do a how I make my crock pot roast that will actually melt in your mouth, and the potato salad, how I make potato salad. And I think that's the only thing that was required. Oh, one more thing. Somebody asked me about my business money. My husband and I have one checking account, and we put all of our money goes through that one checking account. Now we leave a little bit of money in the account, and that's what I use to buy supplies through Amazon. I'm not through Amazon, but like through BB Crafts, where I order my ribbon. And if I need to buy something at the fabric store, I write a check on that account. But I usually have money in my PayPal, and pretty much, all the time I have money on my PayPal. And I have a PayPal debit card that I use to purchase a lot of the things that I need. And I will usually use that up on my debit card. And unless it's, several $100s, I don't use all that up. But I would definitely use my PayPal card before I will go to the bank. And then when it gets closer to payday, I start depositing any checks I've gotten in the mail, anything that I have in PayPal. I'll deposit, pretty much all of that in there. And then we leave a little cushion in the checking account. But right now, I don't really need anything. I've got a supply of pillow forms bought up. My ribbon will be here in hopefully a few days. I've got plenty of stadium blankets that I bought up. I've got plenty of embroidery thread and bobbins and stabilizers. And I don't think I will need much more the rest of this year. So, but I don't spend a whole lot. I use a lot of coupons. I've got a lot of fabric that has been bought over the years, so I don't need any fabric. And for a long time, I don't need any fabric. Unless it's just, I've got a piece of beautiful fabric and I need something to coordinate with it to make a quilt or something. I would go to town and I'd spend $700 or $800 on fabric. And then one day I was like, you're running out of places to put this. So I made myself a promise last year to only buy what I need. And my fabric has started to go down now, and my shelves are starting to look a little bit more manageable. And so I just don't buy a lot more fabric than I need, unless it's a pretty piece and they're basically trying to give it away, have it reduced, and it's a nice piece of fabric. Then I might be a little weak around the knees, but for the most part, I'd only buy what I absolutely have to have. So, but this is the plans for tomorrow. I will get up and I'll come out here and work until at least about 1 o'clock. And then we'll go and take care of our banking. And this is on the wrong page. Take care of our banking and our grocery buying. And I don't think my little boys is going to be able to come for the Trail of Tears because Noah has been grounded. Noah, oh my Noah, he just gets into some trouble sometime. And he has gotten in trouble this week, and his mom and daddy has grounded him. It breaks my heart, and I hate to say this, but I just can't go pick up Matthew and leave Noah sitting there sobbing and upset because Matthew gets to go and he don't get to go. And I know that's part of the punishment. I know that's part of the punishment, but I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. So this will be the first time they've missed the Trail of Tears this will be the 5th year since they've been here, and this will be the first year they have missed it. But I just can't go pick up Matthew, and Matthew's a good boy, and he does his work like he's supposed to, and does his homework like he's supposed to. Noah has the attention span of a gnat. Anyway, I don't know the details of how he got in trouble, but I've went up there before when he's gotten in trouble, and I have picked up Matthew and brought him home with me, and it ruined the weekend. I had to leave Noah sitting there in a puddle of his own tears, and I can't stand it. As a mother, I could have. As a grandmother, I cannot stand it. I can't handle it. You know, I'm actually a firm believer in, you know, spanking a child. And I know I'll probably get 1,000 hate comments on that. But I spank my children. I didn't get spankings. I got my butt beat. Is what happened to me. I mean, I can still hear this. I can still remember the sound of my daddy's belt clearing each belt loop. And I was the oldest. So I got the brunt of everything. Whether I was involved or not, I usually got a whooping just because I was the oldest. But, you know, and I spank my children, and my children do spank their children. And, you know, hopefully they won't be looking through their children through a piece of plexiglass one day at the prison. Because I know some people know them very well. I've known the man since he was born, known the guy since he was born. And he will not let you discipline his child in any way. And now he's 12 years old. And so it won't be long till he'll be visiting him through the plexiglass at the jail. And I know another little boy, same age as Charlotte. Charlotte's 21. This little boy started kindergarten with Charlotte. And by the time he was in about the 3rd grade, you had to watch him every second. He was into something constantly doing something he wasn't supposed to do. I would peck on the window, and he would just, whatever it was he was doing, he would just stop and go about his business. And his mother came to pick him up one day at my house, and he said something very disrespectful to his mother. And she was standing right there, and I said, "Hey," I said, "you do not speak to your mother like that in my house." "Yes, ma'am." "Yes, ma'am." And, you know, I never had any trouble, you know, getting him to do what he's supposed to do and he would mind me. But I just had that tone in my voice that you better, because the next thing is I'm fixing to cut me a tree limb. And so I believe in disciplined children. That same boy today, you can Google him. I'm not going to give out his name, but you can Google him. And the article on Google says this young man, this young, has already got an extensive criminal record for stealing cars. I mean, what's a step up from stealing a car? Well, you know, what if you see a car you want to steal and there's somebody sitting in it? You're just going to say, okay, well, there's somebody. No, the next step from stealing a car is going to be he's going to murder somebody. But I don't know if he's in jail, waiting trial on anything. I don't know if he's actually in prison right now. But you can Google this young man, and it's his mugshot. And he is the same age as my 21-year-old daughter. And he you know, just was not disciplined. His mother would say, well, I was kind of mean when I was a kid, too. Well, you should have had your butt whooped, too. You know, but she was raised by her grandmother and her granddaddy, and that makes a huge difference, you know, when it comes to children, because, frankly, us grandparents get a little tuckered out sometimes. Now, I do not spank my grandchildren because their mom and daddies are usually here, and they take care of it. But my grandchildren are yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, no thank you, please. I appreciate it. They're very polite. And now I'm not going to say they're perfect. They're not perfect by any means. They fight amongst each other like cats and dogs. But I'm very proud that my grandchildren are all respectful of adults. They're respectful of their elders, which I firmly believe to respect your elders. And I know there's a lot of elder idiots out there, but, you know, try to have respect for them. But, you know, that's my commentary for the day. I do believe in punishing your children. Timeout don't work. I mean, how many times has your child been in timeout? I mean, for real. I mean, and every child's different. Timeout might be the most horrible thing to one child. Where that, you know, my grandchildren, but the whole time they're sitting there, can I get up now? Can I get up now? Can I get up now? And I'm not saying that my children go around beating on their children all the time. No. Whole lot of love going on here. And I may have said way too much, but they love their children. And because they love their children, they want them to grow up and live successful lives, disciplined lives in jail. They don't want to visit them in prison. They do not want to get a phone call and say, you know, your child was picked up for this or your child was picked up for that. Nobody wants to get a phone call like that. So know where your children are. Discipline them when they do wrong. Praise them when they do well. And always be proud of them. So that's my lesson for the day. Thank you all so very much. And got my whole week planned out so I can get this t-shirt quilt that we're sitting on top of here. Get this one finished this morning. I'll have it done by, probably by 11 o'clock. It'll be done. And then I've got Santa bags. I got both machines going with Santa bags today. And Bethany will be here this weekend to help me get some embroidery caught up. And hopefully by the 30th of September, I will be in my retirement phase that I am so looking forward to. Can't wait to be considered retired from the 7 years of making memory quilts and taking orders on custom quilts. The pressure was just way too much. Way too much. So I'm looking forward to this. Starting on this new adventure of teaching and exploring some things that I've been curious about and then just didn't have time to do it. But y'all have a great Thursday and we will see y'all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.